Welcome back, everyone. This time I'm going to be showing you how to use your gauge cluster on your GMC Yukon. We are in a 2024 model, but it's very similar throughout the model years except for 2021. There are still some customizations. I'm redoing the video, so let's hop right in. Going inside of your gauge cluster, you have a bunch of different options. You have a left side, right side, you have your center, and then you'll have this lower portion down here that we can customize. We're going to be using the right side of your steering wheel, so we're going to be able to scroll this tiny wheel through the options. So you're going to be able to see your speed, drive summary, trip 1, trip 2, timer. This is as we scroll through this tiny little wheel here. Tire pressure, driver assistance, oil life, brake pad life, air filter life, and then of course you have a blank page. Now you have info page options, so you can scroll through this wheel and see which ones are check marked and which ones are not. So I'm going to check mark fuel economy and trailer brake gain, off-road, engine hours, transmission fluid, and we can turn off the blank page. Actually, we'll keep it on for now. And then now you scroll through. We've added fuel economy, trailer brake, off-road, which is some of my favorite information right there. And then, of course, engine hours, transmission fluid temperature, and, of course, that blank page again. Now going through, you can scroll through the left or the right with these buttons over here. So scrolling through the left or the right, it's going to just take you in that circle. So you have your I for info. You have your music for your radio station. So AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, Alexa, Google News, podcasts, and USB. So a ton of options for media. And then you have your navigation, which is just a compass. But if you have it built in with your Apple CarPlay or the Google Maps, it'll normally pop up there as well. Now you'll see your phone connected. Then you go into settings. This is where it gets really in depth. Is your display layout. So now you have classic. We click it and we go to progressive. So I'm going to scroll the wheel and then I'm going to push into the wheel. So then here's your digital. Looks pretty cool. And then clean. Very simple, a lot less options, very beautiful at night. So now I'll go to classic, go back to there. And it'll look slightly different as you go through the layouts. But then you have left side info for your compass, time and temp, tire pressure, fuel economy average, transmission fluid temperature, and then you can make it blank for none. However, I like to have a little bit of information in there. And then once again, scrolling through the wheel, you have your right side. This one is your drive mode enhanced, which I really like. Compass, time and temp once again, tire pressure, fuel economy, transmission fluid temperature, and none. So you have a couple options there. Now for the lower gauges, which is nice, you have a minimum where it just shows your fuel gauge, your range, how many miles are on the vehicle, and your drive gear. Then you go to medium, and you have your trans fluid temp, fuel, and range. And then we go to maximum, shows everything, including your voltage and your oil temperature. Pretty cool there. And then lower page options, once again, those info. Then you have your units, US and metric. Speed warning, you can set your speed warning to a certain speed. And then speed sign display, plan needed. So it'll pop up here on this side as long as it detects it using this system up here, looking for those signs. Then you have your heads up display. You can adjust the rotation. Then you go into speed limit style, and you can change the way it looks. Now, of course, you can't really see much right now because you're not on one of the compatible roads for it because it says plan needed. Now, backing up, software info, you can see everything through a long scroll wheel. We won't get onto all that, but then you can reset it to your defaults. So that is really everything inside of your not infotainment screen, but your gauge cluster here. And that's by using this scroll wheel going up and down, pushing the button in, and then going left or right or left on this D-pad type style here. Hope it was very informative for y'all. I want to say thank you again for watching, and hopefully your gauge cluster is the way you like it. I'll see y'all soon.